Merry Christmas! Welcome to Keep Calm and Mother On. This is a very special holiday edition. I am pulling from the archives again this week so I can enjoy my family the most, because the best gift of all we can give is time. And yes, during my break, I will be listening to podcasts just like you, so I can refill my cup and not be so serious all the time and make sure that I'm taking care of myself. Next week, we'll learn together what the most listened to show of 2020 was. As we wind down the year, I think it's really important to check in with ourselves. How are you feeling? Are you feeling playful? What is your emotional health like? That's the topic for today's archive. Let's talk about playfulness and moms. Welcome to episode 62. Here we go. We're going to talk about play. It's been a while since I dug into my books about play, and I love the topic. My favorite researchers on this are Dr. Stuart Brown and Dr. Neufeld up in Canada. And here are two big ideas. We're not talking about play in our kids today. I'm going to talk about play in you, because Dr. Gordon Neufeld says that playfulness is a huge indicator of emotional health. So, when was the last time you played? I mean, let your hair down, did something new, did something silly. Because play isn't just imaginary toys, and play isn't just Monopoly. Play can be watching a good movie. Play can be drawing. Play can be cooking in the kitchen. Play can be flirting with your husband, laughing with your kids, being the jokester. So when was the last time you played? Because if you're too tightly wound up, then you're probably not playing enough. If motherhood feels a little bit too hard, then you're probably stuck human doing syndrome, right? And moms do this all the time, where they're stuck in believing that their worth is based on everything they do and not just because they are. And you may have seen me rant about this on Instagram earlier this week, because I saw a really sad post. We won't talk anymore about it, but I just want you to know that you are enough. Okay? Your human DNA made it to this moment. You're supposed to be here. Okay? So all of your striving at this point won't change that, right? You made it to here. And there might be goals that you have, and there might be big dreams you want to do. But if you choose to lean into perfectionism instead of play, then you're just going to hurt yourself, because perfectionism is 100% unattainable. Choosing to know deep in your core that just because you can do something doesn't mean you should is a gift. And I think when you have perfectionism, that just because you can do it means you must do it for a lot of moms. And I'll say it, right? Like, the only reason I'm able to bring this topic up is because it's definitely one that I have struggled through, worked through. I'm sure it will pop up again in my life. But you need to know that positive self-change isn't done by beating yourself up. Okay? So let your hair down and work on the emotional health side that lets you have fun and enjoy the moment. This is your kid's childhood. So that means it's your second chance at a childhood. And you don't want to go back at 80 and flip through your memories and realize you missed out on all the memories you could have made because you were hyper focused on doing the next thing all the time. Because sometimes the next thing just needs to be have fun. So I'm going to challenge you to make a sticky note like I did and hang it next to your mirror or on your dresser. And remember to say yes to play. So the sticky note says, saying yes to play daily is living in rest. So for me, that means that if I'm able to say yes to play daily, that means I am leaving God to do the job of God. And I can relax and enjoy everything He's made. That's what living in rest means to me. So saying yes to play daily is living rest. If you're new to saying yes to play, you might not have any ideas of what to do. Let me give you the top 5 ideas right off the cuff. I didn't write any of these down. Okay, number 1, move your body in a fun way. Dance, yoga, run, walk, rollerblade. We've been doing a lot of rollerblading. 2, get out crayons, doodle, color. I really like Zentangles or anything by Diane Bleck. You can find her as a doodle girl on the internet. Super simple stuff to do. Number 3, sing a song. Ask Alexa to play a song and sing a song loudly, out of tune or in tune. Maybe you have amazing vocal talents. Enjoy it. Number 4, cook something with flavor. So many times cooking in our houses are just something we have to do to keep everyone alive. So cook something intentionally with flavor. And one more, I want you to read a book that's fiction. Like, stop researching. Maybe you're not an over-researcher like I am, but read something fun and lighthearted. It could even be a favorite book from your childhood. That would be a really good thing to do. Read a favorite book from your childhood to remember playfulness. Okay, you've got this. You can say yes to play. You know now that play is an indicator life of how stressed out you are. So if you want better emotional health, if you want to model that for your kids, then you need to dabble in learning how to play again. This week's self-care idea is to make a list of 10 things you can do in under 5 minutes that feel playful. Now, I wouldn't add things like cooking or complicated art projects or scrapbooking on that list, right? Because it takes more than 10 minutes to clean up those things. But do make a list of things that are super simple and maybe just learning a new version of solitaire. Write it down because it all counts. And for your family play idea this week, this one is from my 13-year-old. She read, I don't know where, somewhere on the internet, that you can't say the word bubbles in an angry voice. Lately, as we're driving around town, we've been all practicing how to say bubbles. Bubbles. I can't do it in an angry voice. So that's been our play idea this week, is seeing who can say the word bubbles the angriest. And inevitably, it ends up that we're a pile of laughter. And if you hear that pile of laughter and you have your cell phone with you, here's a quick tip. I like to turn on the voice memo option and record the laughter, because I know that my kids' laughter has changed over the years, and I try to stick their laughter in what I call a laughter jar. So do the angry bubble game and then record the laughter, because it's really magical. Okay, Well, you've got this. You're the right mom for your kid. There are no perfect moms, but you are the perfect mom for that kid. And parenting is too serious to do it alone. So come find me on Instagram. Probably not on Facebook. I don't check it very much. You can find the links for that in the show notes. And thank you in advance for leaving a tip by leaving a rating and review, because that's what the tip jar is for podcasters. You've got this. You are amazing. You are enough. And don't forget, saying yes to play daily is living in rest. Go check in with your emotions, take a deep breath, and then go play. See you next week. I hope you enjoyed that archive. I really did. I am going to go record my kids' laughter again because their voices have changed. Their voices have changed little by little, just like their hands have grown little by little. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. We'll be back next Friday with the your top favorite episode of 2020. I can't wait to kick off 2021 with you. Bye, everyone. I'm so glad you're here.